my locks are looking like now. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be filming a video that I honestly never thought that I would be filming again, but it looks like I am going to be dyeing my hair again. So the last time, if you're new or if you're not new, last time I dyed my hair, it was like a gingery copper color. As you can see, I do not have that right now. Most of it is grown out, but you can see some of my, maybe not that side, some of my ends are a bit lighter than the root of my hair. And honestly, I've been okay with it because it's like a nice pop of color at the ends, but I have been using a color conditioner in the shade Black every once in a while when I want like a solid black hair. And I mean, my hair is dark as it is. It's naturally like a dark brown, but I want it to be black, like black. So today, last night actually, I bought a couple of boxes of blue black permanent hair dye. I've been really scared to permanently dye my hair again, just because it's in micro locks now, so I feel like it's more sketchy to dye my hair because it's not that it's fragile, but I feel like micro locks are a little bit like more fragile than just loose natural hair because they're like small, they're small and thin, so the idea of processing them has been a scary one. So I never thought I would dye it, but here we are dyeing them. But yeah, so I bought two different blue black hair dyes. The first one is the Agebeautiful. This is for like graying hairs. My hair is obviously not gray, but I wanted something really strong because actually before I did the micro locks, I did dye my hair permanently black, but it just completely washed out like after a couple of months. Even though it was a permanent hair color, it did not stay. So I wanted something strong and would definitely stay, so I got a dye for graying hair or hair that's already gray. And then I went back to my trusted L'Oreal HiColor highlights and I got the shade, if you can see, H22 in Black Safire. So the goal or the idea is to mix these two together and see what happens. I know this brand specifically, like the color deposit is really good, and I really did want that like blue black, so that's why I bought this. I only bought one box of this, and then I bought 4 boxes of these because I do have a bit of hair, and because it's locked, I feel like it's gonna absorb more of the dye than if my hair was loose natural. And I can't comb the hair through, or I can't comb the dye through my hair the way that I would before when I would dye my loose natural hair. Now it's kind of more so like I'm assuming I'm just gonna have to like scrunch it or like squeeze it into the locks to make sure that it penetrates. So I bought a bit more dye than I think I would need, just because I know that I won't be able to distribute the product the way that I'm used to doing so. Also, this time around I got 20 volume, if it'll focus, 20 volume developer. This is also a new brand that I've never used in the past, ion sensitive scalp. Again, because I have locks now, I'm trying to like be as gentle as I can with this process. With that in mind, I will be leaving this on my hair for a lot longer than the recommended time. I think it's like 20 or 30 minutes. Most likely we'll be leaving this on for like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, just because I really want the color to stick, and I do not want to have to do this again anytime soon. If I could avoid re-dyeing my hair until like next year or something, that's the goal. So yeah, I was also not planning on filming this, but then I was just like, you guys have been with me every single time that I've dyed my hair in the past, so it'd be weird and wrong not to bring you guys with me during this process again, because we're in this together. Fingers crossed, I'm hoping this goes well. I feel like it will because I'm using 20 volume developer and there's like less risk of damage, but at the end of the day, it is a permanent hair dye, which is damaging, and my locks are very small, as you can see. Also, kind of like a lock update, I have been the absolute worst with making videos for like the past year, but I hit over a year a couple of months ago in September. So I'm filming this in February. I believe it's like February 20th or February 21st. but it's been well over a year since I've had them. I've cut them a couple of times. As you can see by the ends, before when I had them, I had a lot more of that gingery copper color still in my hair, and I've been trying to slowly get rid of it, so I've been cutting it rather than dyeing it, and ultimately, like, I'm literally dyeing my hair now. But also my hair has been growing at an uneven pace. This side of my hair has always grown faster than this side, so I've been cutting this, like, keep up with this, and literally, as you can see, this side is still longer than this side. But at one point, the last time that I did do like a big cut during the summer, this side and this side were the same length, but with time this side always gets longer than this side. But to give you guys more of a closer look, these are what my locks are looking like now. I would say they're pretty much fully locked from root to end. I do have some that have like the braid pattern at the very bottom or bottom ending of some, but for the most part they're all like locked. I don't know if you guys can tell or see, but yeah, I have lost a few locks. I've accidentally cut a few locks. I've accidentally combined a few locks, but I'm really not too upset about it. I have so many, so you can't see the mistakes because there's so many locks in general, but I'm still loving the process. I love the ease of doing my hair. I literally don't have to do my hair at all except for like once a month to retighten it, and it's gotten to the point now where I'm not so focused on maintaining a grid, even though as you can see, like, my grid is still intact. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to show you, but also I don't really have a mirror while I'm showing you. I'm just using the viewfinder. But my grid is still intact, but when I retighten, I literally am doing it while I'm watching something, so I just use the needle and do it by feel. But yeah, I didn't really want to talk about my locks, but I feel like I have to talk about them a little bit because it's been a minute since I last spoke to you guys about it. I'm gonna get started and mix these together. I'll show you what I'm doing as usual, but I may cut a bit. Okay, oh, last thing, I bought this kit off of Amazon because I wasn't planning on dyeing my hair again, so I didn't have the bowls or like anything like last time. So I have a little bowl, I have the necessary things, clips, comb, and whatnot. So yeah, let's get started and do this. I'll see you in a bit. Okay. So, I don't think I told you guys the name of this dye, but it's 1B Blue Black. If it will focus. This is the one, and then this is the brand. Okay. So I used 2 tubes, and that gave me like that much. So I would say it's like this full. And based off the box, it says to do a 1-to-1 ratio of the hair color dye and developer. But before I do that, I'm going to add half or maybe the whole thing of the L'Oreal HiColor's Black Safire H22 to the bowl, and then I'll add the developer next. I'm curious if this is just going to be white too. This one was white. Okay, yeah, this one is also like a yellowy color. Alright, so I added half, maybe a little more than half of the L'Oreal HiColor highlights. It's quite a bit of dye, and my hair is pretty short, so I forgot how bad the L'Oreal HiColor highlights smells. So I'm gonna quickly, if you can see, it's on top, and then that's the other dye. I'm going to mix it a bit first. Also, I don't know if you're supposed to mix different brands hair dye, but I'm going to do that today. Again, I don't know if you're supposed to do that. I hope there aren't really bad consequences. This smells awful. This smells really, really bad. I opened all the windows in my bedroom. I'm also doing this in my room because I wanted to film for you guys. I was going to do this in the bathroom, and this smells awful. I'm going to mix the developer. This is my cat. I don't want you to smell this. You should not be here. But she wants to be in on the action. Alright, I'm mixing the developer now. In with the dye. Again, I'm measuring with my heart. That's the bowl. It's pretty much half-half, I would say. Half developer, half dye. I'm gonna put the gloves on now because I don't want to stain my hands. And I'm gonna start. I'm actually so excited. I hope this turns out good. I mean, I feel like it will be, like, I mean, it's black, but I'm excited for the blue part of it, even though it won't be that visible except for like in the sunlight. But I'm really excited because although the ends aren't like that noticeable, I just want solid black, like a rich black from roots to ends. I feel like that'll look really nice and like a nice change. Plus, I'm not planning on cutting my hair anymore. Just trimming it here and there and like trying to keep the evenness in length. But even with that, I think I'm just gonna let it grow and do whatever it wants for a while, rather than trying to like have it be equal or perfect. It can't be perfect. They're literally locs. But yeah, I want to see it grow because I haven't let my hair grow in years. But I'm also really excited for this color, especially with like springtime and summer. I feel like it'll look really nice in the sun. Alright, I'm just mixing this while I'm talking to you guys. I hope you guys have been well. I don't know if you guys are as shocked as I am to be dyeing my hair again, or even to like see a video because it's been a minute. But I always like these videos because they're like fun to film, and I feel like you guys are doing it with me, which you guys are. So let's see. And then a lot of you guys actually have dyed your hair like the same color or similar colors, having watched this video or before or after. So it's always cool to like talk with you guys in the comments and hear how your results like turned out and the process was for you. So if you guys are dyeing your hair this color, let me know down below. If you guys have any tips or tricks for next time, hopefully I don't dye my hair for like another year, but any tips for the next time I do dye my hair, if I dye my hair, please leave that down below. Alright, I think it's like as mixed as it's going to be. In terms of sectioning my hair, I'm very lazy when it comes to hair stuff, so I'm not going to section it maybe as well as one should. I think I will block it up into like 4. So I'll do this and then just use a clip. I'm going to start on my left side, which is the side that I always start on. I'm going to pull a few hairs out. A hair tie would be good, but I don't want to ruin them with the dye. So I'm just going to use clips today. And with this side, I'm just going to clip it up. I feel like this should also be, like, it should go by pretty fast because they're looks. But we'll see. I'm, of course, wearing black. Alright, so it's literally now just to get started. So I'm not going to show you the bowl. It's just mixed. Well, I'll show you. Here it is. It's all mixed. I'm just going to literally put it on my hands. And I should actually look at the time. Okay, it's 4:20. That way I kind of have an idea of how long it's been on my hair. And we are starting. So I'm probably going to stop talking now. But you can see what I'm doing. I'm literally just applying it. Oh, this smells awful. Applying it to my hair. Really gonna focus on the ends. That's where the lighter parts are. Okay, I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, that was a struggle. I used this to turn my camera on and the battery is actually about to die. But I wanted to show you guys how far I got so far. So I was able to do this half. It actually didn't take that long. I'm using my elbow to like touch everything. My phone shows as 4:35, so 15 minutes to do the one side. As you can see, it's already starting to like do its thing. It's like a dark blue, navy, blackish color. My hair did definitely absorb a lot more of this than I thought it would. That's how much I have left, so not really much of anything. I'm definitely going to have to use the extra that I bought to do the other half. Although this side does have more hair than this side. Remember, this is the side that grows faster. This smells awful. If I sound weird, it's because I'm trying not to like breathe too much while I'm talking. But yeah, so I'm gonna mix the other 2 bottles of the Agebeautiful, what was this, blue black, 1B. I'm trying to remember the names so that you guys have the names. I'm gonna mix the 2 extra boxes that I have of this color, and then I'm going to use the other half of the L'Oreal HiColor highlights in Black Safire H22 for this side. I just wanted to say again, show you guys the progress so far. When applying this to my hair, I just smoothed the product over my hair and then I raked my fingers through the hair. I guess I could show you like that. And then especially at the ends where it was lighter, I scrunched the product into my hair. And I'm gonna do that again like before I put my hair in the shower cap, but I found that that was the most effective method to like make sure the hair was completely saturated. Yeah, this stuff is staining a lot. I mean, it's permanent hair dye, but I will show you at the end because I don't want to take my gloves off now to like move the camera around to show you. But I did spill some on me, thankfully not the floor, but on me, and it's like super duper dark. It's a really pretty navy blue actually, so I'm excited to see how this turns out once I like rinse it out and stuff, wash it out with shampoo. But yeah, I'll be back. I finished this part of my hair and then this is already done, as you guys saw from before, so I only have this small kind of section on top just to kind of show you guys what I was doing so you guys could have a better idea if you wanted to do this yourself at home. Again, I didn't say this in the beginning of this video, but if you've been around for a while, you know I'm not a professional, so this is all like me trying as I go, and if I fail, I fail. If I succeed, I succeed. But you guys will see it, so if like in case it goes wrong, you can watch this and not do the same thing that I did. I mixed the other 2 bottles of the Agebeautiful 1B blue black and then the remaining of the L'Oreal HiColor Sapphire black, something like that. I would pick it up, but I'm actually gonna tilt the camera down so you can see a bit of the chaos that has ensued because I decided to do this in my room. So this is what I look like. Oh, try not to hit my cat with the tripod. But this is my setup. So I have the developer and whatnot. You can see I have a bit of dye left over. I'm gonna put you guys back down. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys will be more up close and personal. Okay, I'm going to try and do this really quickly because it's 30 degrees outside and I have both of my bedroom windows wide open so that I can try and prevent as much damage to both my lungs and my cat's lungs as possible to keep the place ventilated. But it is freezing, so if you see me like shaking and my teeth chattering for this last part, that's why. I'm absolutely so cold and my hair is wet from the dye. But let's finish this up. So what I've been doing is parting my hair, but not like too strictly. Hold on, I'm gonna move you guys over a little bit more. Hopefully this is a better angle. Okay, so this is, okay, you can see the color a bit more. You see it's like this blue, navy, dark color. I don't know if it'll look like that after I wash it out. Okay, I'm rambling. Okay, let's just get started. So I'm pretty much done with this side of my hair. Just in the viewfinder, you can see this part looks a bit dry. So I'm gonna apply some more color over, oh gosh, I didn't even see that. Oh, this is staining a lot like my skin, so I'm hoping it washes off. I am wearing makeup, so I'm hoping my makeup is acting like a barrier between my skin and the dye, but I'll know after I finish washing my hair. So as you can see, I'm just sectioning off like this much hair, nothing too specific. And I'm just clipping the hair over. I'm literally grabbing the dye on my gloves, and then I'm focusing it on the root area first. Again, I'm not a professional. I know you're typically supposed to leave the roots last, but also because these are locks, I just want to make sure I'm coating all of the hair as evenly as possible, because it's not like I can comb this through my hair. I kind of have to just like pile it on and push it through the locks. So I'm flipping it over onto the other side, and again, I have the dye on my fingertips, and I'm just smoothing this over the hair, and then I'm just pulling it down the shaft. Again, kind of doing this motion to get it into the locks as much as possible. And I'm just repeating that. On the ends, again, I have more dye on my fingertips, and I'm just coating the end as much as I can and pushing it into the locks. Again, flipping the hair over and then coating the other side. And that's what I did with all of my hair up to this point. Unlike in my other hair dyeing videos, I didn't watch anyone dye their locks. Like, I haven't watched any lock dyeing videos or micro lock dyeing videos. I kind of, again, I ordered this stuff. Oh gosh, it's all over my face. I have some cotton. I'm just going to, I don't think that helped. Did not help. Again, I hope my makeup acts as some sort of barrier. And now I'm just going in with dye and coating the hair that I just went over and mixing it with the other hair that I already dyed previously. And I'm just raking my fingers through to kind of combine everything. And that's it. Once it's looking coated like that, I'm gonna move on to the next section and continue the process. My eye is watering because this stuff is strong. I haven't done this in a while, but it actually hasn't been that difficult so far. Mainly it's just, I think, the smell and the cold temperature that's been the most troubling part of this. But actually, like, getting the hair dye into the hair hasn't been that hard. Again, I won't know how successful this is until after I wash out my hair. But I would say so far it's like looking good. I'm excited to see what the actual color looks like after, because I also use the 20 volume developer. I don't know if it's going to be as saturated or like pigment as it's appearing right now. I'm hoping it is. All of my hair except the ends were technically virgin because I haven't dyed my hair in a really, really long time. I haven't dyed my hair since before I had the locks, so well over a year at this point. So it's mainly just the ends, and then again, I've been cutting my hair since it's been locked. So a lot of that dyed hair has been cut off. Now it's definitely not virgin hair. Definitely compromised. But I'm hoping it doesn't affect, and then again, that scrunching, especially at the ends, because that's where the lighter parts of my hair are. Oh, I'm actually running low, and I don't have any more dye, so I have to be a bit conservative. Going through, scrunching, and then running my fingers through. Kind of look like a Smurf at the moment. Actually, I don't have that much hair left. I should be fine. Do have, oh okay, no, I actually don't have that much hair. So I'm going to do this top part, and then I'm going to move, I have a little section in the back that I haven't touched. much. But yeah, I would say this is actually, so far it's been easier than dyeing my loose hair because of the locks. Everything is just like more organized naturally. And again, my grit is still there. It's not as clean, I would say, in the front as it was when I first installed my locks, but that's just because I don't, like, me personally, I haven't like been too obsessed with the idea of keeping a perfectly clean grid. I just want my hair to be easier to manage, and that's been the case with the way that I've been approaching like my retightenings and whatnot. Oh gosh, my nose has been running because of the cold, and I got some dye. I wiped it off. Compared to this, it's nothing. Like, this is a lot, and oh, that now. But yeah, this has actually not been bad, the process so far. I'm not feeling any like burning on my scalp the way that it used to burn when I would dye my hair ginger. But I'm also not applying it as aggressively on my scalp the way that I would before because my hair is already naturally dark. My focus this time, okay, this literally is my last section of hair that I have to do. My goal has mainly just been to tackle my ends with this dye, not necessarily my roots. And I could get away with missing my roots because my hair is dark, and just dyeing my hair black, a blue black, it won't be that noticeable compared to like with the copper and the ginger. Okay, so this was the perfect amount of dye. I'll show you the bowl in a second, but yeah, so my hair took or required 5 boxes or 5 tubes of dye. And now I'm just going to like put whatever is remaining extra in the bowl onto the top parts of my hair. In the back, in the root area, like where people will see my hair. And then I'll just kind of go like that. And then hit these ends. Make sure they're fully saturated. Again, I'm doing this like squeezing motion just to make sure the dye is all the way in there. And then, yeah, it's pretty much done. We're done. That was quick. What time is it? It's 5:11. Well, that was not that quick. So this took like an hour, but it didn't feel like that long. This side is a lot more dry because this is where I started. You can see the color is more blue. Actually, yeah, it literally just looks navy blue. This side I just did, so it's still white-ish. I think that's just from like having been manipulated, so it's creating like air bubbles and whatnot. I'm going to shake it out a little so it could be I can't even talk. It can be a bit less like congealed. Okay, I'm done. This is the finished product. Oh gosh, it was not a good idea to put the gloves so close to my face. This is the finished product for now. It's 5:12, I would guess, because I just looked at my phone. It's 5:12. I'm going to let this sit on my hair until 6. Because I did this side and I want it to dry down to like this a bit more. And I want the color to be as saturated as possible. Also, I'm going to quickly turn so you guys can get a better close-up. This is the hair up close. This is, you can kind of see. Oh, yeah. I'm going to let this dry or sit. Actually, I shouldn't have taken my gloves off. I was gonna put this cap on. I think I can still do it no, I'm not, oh, nope. I'm not going to put the cap on. I'll use the cap to wipe off some dye. I'm just gonna leave my hair like this. Usually I would cover it with a cap. I would recommend you guys to cover it with a cap. That way it can like saturate and create the heat that it needs. I'm not gonna do that. That's just doing too much right now. I'm starting to feel a little overwhelmed. Okay, hello. I'm trying to film the outro to this video by my window so that you guys can see the color. Alright, so this is it. It's like literally blue black. If I am away from the window, it just looks black. But then in the sun, it does look blue black. Alright, I'm going to end this video here. And then I'm going to start a vlog. I'm starting a vlog now. And they should be up like pretty close to each other. So these are the final results. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I don't plan on dyeing my hair anytime soon because this color looks like it's going to stay for a while. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. What was I gonna say? I literally just washed my hair 2 or 3 times with shampoo, and then I conditioned it, which I normally don't condition my hair because they're locked, or it's locked. But after the dye, it did feel a bit like dry, so I conditioned it, and then that was pretty much it. This morning I sprayed it with water just to like get the shape back from like losing it from sleep. I did trim my hair. I said I wasn't going to cut my hair, but this side was longer than this side, and I kind of wanted more of that like shape. Before it was just falling flat, which I don't really like. I like more volume rather than it falling flat. So I did trim it kinda. I don't know if you can tell, but I know that when my mom sees me, she's going to definitely ask, did you cut your hair again? But it was a trim, it was a little cut, but I like it. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Talk to me nice.